Hey Moon Magic Super Souls, welcome to today's readings. Today we're asking, what is your next step to abundance? Or indeed, it may be that steps come through, but we're going to be asking, what are the next steps that you can take? So really, really clear guidance, clear information for you, the next steps to abundance. And I would also say whatever abundance means for you. So that, I just think abundance is happiness. So whatever you are trying to manifest. Let's draw 3 cards together. I'm actually hearing just to take them straight off the top. So that's what we'll do. And we're going to draw some tokens as well for you. So, beautiful souls, welcome everyone. Welcome back if you're returning. Welcome if you're new. Thank you so much for checking out the Moon Magic Tarot channel. So, pile 1, you have the card of Descendant, which is also a card of invitation. Very interesting. Pile 2, you have the card of debilitated discomfort. Okay, however these are singing to you. And then pile 3, you have South Node past. So these are our 3 cards. I'm going to draw some tokens as well, just for anyone who likes that little bit of extra guidance and information. So 2 tokens for pile 1. You have a ring and also a moon. So that's for pile 1. 2 tokens again for pile 2. Pile 2, you have the spiral, and you also have what looks like, this looks like a little, almost like a little tin of some sort, or a clipboard. I think it is actually a clipboard. Okay. I should also say, my beautiful souls, that whatever I'm using, the cards and the runes, I will list them below, and the tokens too. So if there's anything I'm using today that you are really interested in, you'll be able to find it. I'll put it in the description box below, and I'll put it in a comment for you as well. And then 2 for pile 3 as well. How interesting. These have got black tokens and then white tokens. So there is an elephant and also a pair of sunglasses. Okay, that is for pile 3. Okay, so my beautiful souls, I'm going to leave the video running just for a few moments. I hope you are all doing amazingly, and I will get as much information so that we can find out what your next step, or indeed, as I said, maybe steps will come through to abundance. So what you can do, all the guidance and information possible for you to help you along that pathway to abundance. So, beautiful souls, I'll leave the video running for a few moments. Press the pause button if you need even longer, and I will see you in the readings in just a moment. Pile 1, welcome to your reading. You have a ring, a very beautiful sparkly ring, and a moon, and an invitation. I'm kind of feeling kind of excited about your reading, if I'm truly honest, but let's see what your cards are showing before we do any more. We've got 2 coming through from this pack. Definitely both of these are coming through for you. Let's see what else we have. What are coming through for my pile 2s? What is your next step to abundance? I kind of have a feeling that this is already telling us, but we will. I'm kind of wondering about what abundance is for you as well, in a really interesting way. I use these for you, and I'm seeing this one and this one. Just all these cards are coming through for you. Now I'm going to just check out all of your cards first, and then we'll look at your tarot cards in just a moment. So let's check these out first. So first off, you have Right, Prehnite and Amazonite. How interesting. I actually have a whole row of Amazonite sitting here actually today for these readings. Okay, so Prehnite, Amazonite. Perhaps we'll put those down there. Maybe. Is that going to work? Make sure we get everything where we can see it all. I think that will work. Okay. Then you have Say Yes. Well, that's really clear. We have Say Yes. We have Trust the Universe, To Have and to Hold, the bigger picture, and an outcome. Okay, then you have the Fault Line, the Crone, and the Lover. Okay, this is exciting. Okay, so first of all, I do need to say, pile one, that I do think this is connecting to a relationship for some of you. Now, whether this is because we're talking about abundance, whether this is a business connection, a business partnership, or whether for you abundance, happiness, abundance for you is about love. But I do think this is a connection with someone. And that ring, I mean, wow, this is a sparkly ring. This is really, really exciting. So I feel there is a relationship connection coming through. The answer is of course yes. I'm wondering if you do meet this person at something like a party, or like you get an invitation to something. I'm actually going to read to you from the book on these two cards because they have very specific interpretations. So I'm going to read them because I think that's useful to do. Where are we? Amazonite. Okay, Peace, Serenity, also known as Artist's Stone, spiritual connection, balance, perception, creativity. And this says your current confusion and frustration are a result of the emotional instability which has caused you to see things from an imbalanced perspective. This has all come about because you have allowed yourself to become physically, emotionally, and mentally drained. The beautiful healing energies that radiate from this Amazonite crystal will help restore your balance, peace, and clarity. Let go of all concerns and trust. All you desire will soon manifest. This is a good time to switch off and get away from it all for a while. Spending time in nature will help. The more you let go of a desired outcome, which is what this card says, the clearer things will seem and the faster you will get what you want. And then we have Prehnite. Prehnite. Profound spiritual love. Protection, prophetic vision. You are about to gain a profound spiritual insight in the form of a vision which appears to you in your dreams or at a time in which you least expect it. Through this, you realize that at the heart of all matter only love exists, and that our perceptions of good and evil are simply a human illusion. A deep inner knowing will swell from within you, and you will realize that all is literally bathed in love. Nothing can ever harm you or have a negative effect on you, apart from your own fears. Through this experience, you will have no doubt that a higher force does exist, and that through this higher force, all is possible. As you begin to trust in the universal power of love to guide you, your life will take on greater meaning and purpose. Okay. Now, I think that something is going to occur. So your next step is all about saying yes. I think something is going to occur, and it will be an invitation or an opportunity. And it's in that invitation or that opportunity that you meet somebody who is significant on your pathway to abundance. That's really coming through here. So your next step in many ways is about saying yes. And it's going to, because it's such a, it'll be one of those, you say yes to something and then something so unexpected occurs, an unexpected meeting with someone or an unexpected conversation. And when this occurs, It will be so unexpected that it will leave you in no doubt at all that the universe is absolutely actively working on your behalf. And right now, you're being asked to trust and say yes to something and not worry about the outcome. And by not worrying about the outcome, this is also about not worrying about how it will be delivered. It's kind of recognizing that your pathway to abundance is falling into place, and the universe is going to work actively with you. Now, this is a relationship card to have and to hold. Healthy relationships are formed through love rather than need. It is such a human thing to hold on to others through fear and insecurity, but this dynamic can stifle a relationship's potential to flourish, and it can actually push someone away. Give your relationship the freedom it needs to form a healthy foundation of trust. So this is then your second your second message, your second step to abundance. So the first step is accepting an invitation. It's saying yes. And then when something then happens, it's actually the second step is about trusting it. Don't try to shape it. Let it unfold. Let it, it's almost like let it manifest. Let it find its own way, because it's going to find its own way here. Now, for some reason, and I think we better draw your tarot cards, pile one, to find out more. For some reason, saying yes, and I don't know, maybe it's because it brings something radically different. It feels for you like it's as if it's going to be a risk or a wobble. Maybe it's a big radical opportunity. It's such a radical opportunity, something that's radically different. But with the fault line, it's kind of like, literally like walking across ice and seeing it fracture, and thinking, I can't do anything about this. It's like, so it's almost, there's something about experiencing this or stepping into the experience that feels a bit out of your control. So it's a bit like taking a risk, a little bit like the Fool card. And the crone is an energy where, the energy of the crone, she is wise enough to know that whatever the universe brings to her, it's happening with purpose. Have the grace to just, it's not just saying yes, but it's saying yes and allowing it to happen without trying to control it. Like without trying to control the outcome. There's a big thing here. There's a big thing in this invitation for you. I think there is a perfect fit for you with the ring, a perfect marriage. There's something really, there's going to be an amazing outcome. But you can't prescribe it. And this is the tricky thing. I mean, we'd all love to look into the future, wouldn't we? When we make a big choice and we say yes to something, we'd all love to look into the future and predict how it's going to be. But we kind of can't. We've got to go there. We've got to discover it little by little, and also really ultimately enjoy the journey. So, step one, you receive an invitation, say yes. Step two, you meet somebody synchronistically through, or maybe somebody does literally invite you out. Say yes, perhaps that's the person. If someone invites you on a date or invites you to have a meeting, somebody is coming forward. One way or another, you're either going to meet them unexpectedly through an invitation, or they themselves will come forwards with an invitation. And this is saying, let go of any fear around it and embrace the journey. Don't worry about the outcome. But yeah, let's get your tarot cards out. I'm seeing these as well. What do we see here for you, my pile one? This feels very exciting. Really exciting. Maybe because it's so exciting that it's a little, maybe it's because it's different. There's like this inevitability around it. You have the card of awakening. Okay, this is the card of judgment in a traditional pack. So this is about making decisions. You have the Five of Pentacles, Five of Materials. Okay, I can see that there's a fear of not getting the outcome you want. And it's almost as though the fear of not getting the outcome you want could put you off from actually saying yes to something. And this is definitely saying, say yes. We have the Page of Materials, the Page of Pentacles. Oh, this is gorgeous. This is so full of promise. There's a fear that it's not going to give you what you want, or that it won't be good enough, or maybe even that you won't be good enough. But there's definitely a fear around this. The Eight of Inspiration, which is the Eight of Wands, it's going to move forwards very quickly. And then you have the Death card. It's going to transform. Rebirth, literally. My beautiful souls, let me bring those cards down. I think we can have them at the bottom here and move these along. Pile 1, your reading couldn't be clearer, actually. This is about saying yes to some sort of connection, yes to some kind of relationship. And there will be an invitation. So either the person themselves will reach out to you. There could be an invitation. Gosh, what if you're headhunted and you think, can I really dare risk leaving my existing current position? This would suggest it's really worthy, say yes to it. And let it, I think it'll move forwards very quickly to a point of rebirth. This is really, let go of perceptions as to how it should be. Let go of the outcome that you think you desire. And this really is like jump in with both feet and discover. This is a pathway to abundance. And if abundance for you is love, then it's the same principle, the same energy applies. Somebody reaches out, or you have an invitation, you go and you meet somebody, or somebody literally invites you out, or you go to something that you wouldn't normally go to and you randomly meet someone. They reach out. You've never ever given your phone number to a stranger before, but they reach out and your eyes have met and the spark is there. Then you do it. If it was a disaster, you could always block them. But there's something, everything here is about saying something is to be, you will be invited into something, and say yes to it. Let go of your fears. You can't control this. Just let go of your fears and embrace this. Embrace the promise that sits within this connection, because it is leading you to a complete birth of abundance. And this really is accepting that the universe is paving the way for you. So I think because it might move quite quickly as well, that could also be quite a wobble for you, because I do think this might happen in a very unexpected setting. Wow, pile 1. This is really, really, really exciting. This really is really, really exciting. So my beautiful souls, say yes. That's really what your reading is all about. Step 1. Accept an invitation and say yes to it. Step 2, don't try to control it. Dive in and enter that space of promise. Let it unfold. And I think it will unfold actually very, very, very quickly. I think you'll get clarity and confirmation and absolutely everything that's gorgeous and lovely. It will change from feeling like, whoa, this is a bit scary and risky, to wow, this is amazing. And I think it's going to happen fast. I am so excited for you, pile 1. Do please let me know in the comments how things are going for you. Let me know what happens as this emerges. Thank you for being here. Thank you for liking and sharing. If you would like to make sure you never miss a reading, if you are not already subscribed, please do so. And press the little bell icon as well. That way my readings will come into your stream as soon as I upload them. My All Zodiac Sign readings are on a different platform, on a different YouTube channel. This is the Moon Magic Weekly channel, and if you search for the Moon Magic Monthly channel, you will find the All Zodiac Sign readings there. Tons and tons and tons and tons of love, and even more tons of love. Pile 1. Pile 2, welcome to your reading. What is your next step to abundance, or indeed your next steps? Let's find out. Your first card is showing itself. Now you have debilitated. you've got discomfort and this spiral. I do feel there's a lot of spirals in these staircases as well. I do feel that perhaps something is emerging, but I'm also wondering if something spiraled out of control. And with the little clipboard that also looked like a tin. Are you needing to kind of reground yourself or just realign? Let's see what your cards show. We have Azurite is your first card from your additional oracle cards. I'll read to you in a moment about this. Let's just draw your other oracle cards first. May we kindly ask, what is the next step to abundance for my pile twos? Let's draw these. We'll draw your oracle cards first, and as I mentioned before, all the cards are listed below for you, so you can find them really, really easily. We have, it's okay not to be okay. Lack, the bigger picture. Now the bigger picture and to have and to hold both came out in pile 1. So if you were drawn to pile 1, I strongly suggest you check it out. There may well be a message there for you. Right, debilitated. I was going to say debilitated. It's okay not to be okay, which is interesting. When we feel low or have challenging emotions, we often then start to feel bad about the way that we're feeling. We feel bad about feeling bad. This card is asking you to really understand your feelings as guidance. Now, lack, leading a spiritual life does not mean living in lack. This is asking you to release underlying beliefs. The bigger picture, we're rising above something here. And you have the energy of new love and another card that does connect to relationship, to have and to hold. Healthy relationships are formed through love rather than need. It is such a human thing to hold on to others through fear and insecurity, but this dynamic can stifle a relationship's potential to flourish, and it can actually push someone away. Give your relationship the freedom it needs to form a healthy foundation of trust. You also have the threshold. You have the flame, and you have the gem. I feel we need another from this pack, actually. Let's draw another one, and then we will possibly get your tarot cards out. I think we'll just sit with what we have here first, though. Let's just see what comes through with your oracle cards. The Maiden. Ah. Okay. I'm going to read to you from the book for this card first, Azurite, because they're very specific. A minute. Azurite. Self-confidence, creativity, expanding awareness. Believe in yourself, for you have the ability to materialize your dreams. Through the coming months, you will begin to expand your horizons and explore new possibilities for your life. You will realize that all you need in order to manifest your dreams is self-confidence. Believe in yourself and do not let anything stand in your way. Even if you are rejected, do not give up, for even rejection can serve to strengthen your resolve and character, provided you are ready for it. Expect it and see it as something you can learn from. Success is guaranteed. That's pretty powerful in abundance. Success is guaranteed, provided you remain focused and confident. See every experience as an opportunity to learn. Right, I am now understanding your reading completely. Okay. I think even though we have new love, I guess for some of you, if abundance is to do with having a loving relationship, then there will be an element in this reading that I will tune into something of that as well for you. But largely, I do feel this is about finding a partnership that is, I mean, I think it's more of a working alliance than a loving alliance. So that I'm not saying that's not necessarily the case, but it's like finding the right fit for you. And I think the challenge in the spiral is that you can spiral out of control in your own mind. This would be like the kind of energy here would be like if you have written a book, you send it off to a publisher and you get a rejection and you spiral down. It's like you go down the spiral staircase instead of up. You feel absolutely knocked back by it, really debilitated. And your reading is really trying to say to you, rise above this. This is about finding the right fit, the right person, the right company, the right publisher. It's like if you've written a film script and you're ready to send it off, this is actually about sending it off. And if it comes back to you, know that that is not because there's anything wrong with you or anything wrong with your book, or if you launch something and it doesn't immediately rocket to success, maybe you're needing to look at finding people to work with, a collaboration, a collaborative partnership with somebody who can do like the advertising for you. Whatever you're sending out, it's about, the steps are about recognizing. I think you do need to take action and send things out there. There's something about you putting stuff out there, but not being knocked back if you don't get a yes at the first one. So it is like going back and doing it again. Everything is happening as it should. Try and trust that everything is happening as it should. If somebody offers you a deal, for example, but it's not the deal you really want, well, try not to prescribe this. I think you can, don't let, it's kind of in a way, try not to let your feelings and your emotions overwhelm you. Now, I think there is going to be a real hidden gem in something. Your light at the moment is, this is saying that don't let your light hide, be hidden. You really are on the threshold to some sort of success here. Let's get your tarot cards and get more information for you. But this is definitely about not being overwhelmed emotionally if something doesn't come back exactly as you want it to. This really is saying have absolute confidence. Even though this is a little clipboard, I really saw it as being like a tin. And I almost want to say it's like, there's something about something, what's that saying when something, it does what it says on the tin. There's something about following something through, honouring something. I think there is something to be delivered to you. But there's a process to go through. So the next step to abundance for you is going to be some kind of a connection, a contract, the right person, the right fit with something. There is a next stage to go through, but I don't think you can prescribe at this stage exactly how that will be, but we'll get more information. But there's definitely the gem that you're seeking is coming, and I think you will reach a place of genuine fertility here. The next step will come to you, and you are on that threshold, but you can't see it. I think because you can't see it, maybe for some of you, you might even be in a place where you've lost confidence in what you're doing. This is asking you to have confidence, literally have confidence. If you feel that you have had a setback in yourself, have confidence and be prepared to reach out. At some point, this is going to be taken forwards. And this is about saying, have the confidence to take it forwards. Let's see what tarot cards come through for you. Could we kindly get more information from my lovely pile twos, please? May we kindly get guidance and information from my pile twos about the next step to abundance. Everything is about your confidence. Oops, I knocked the microphone there. My apologies if that made any noise for you. Okay. So you have two of emotions. Now, this is the Two of Cups in a traditional pack. Look, the right fit is coming for you. Is definitely, if you're currently negotiating in a connection, new love, and if abundance is love for you, because you've got the Two of Cups showing up here as well. If you are genuinely in the early stages of a relationship, try not to prescribe what it is. I think it will be an absolute hidden gem. Have confidence in it. Just because something maybe isn't happening as fast as you want it to, don't be debilitated by that. Don't feel down by it. Just let it unfold. You're definitely on the threshold. We have the card of awakening. I think there'll be a clear sort of judgment on this. I think there'll be a clear point when things can be moved ahead. You have the Muse of Materials. So this is the King of Pentacles. Things are definitely going to move ahead. You've got the Three you've got the three, sorry, it's not the three, it's the eight. You've got the Strength card. My apologies. You've got the Three of Emotions. And then you have the Nine of Materials. So this is the Three of Cups and then the Nine of Pentacles. Truly, right, truly, truly, truly. The next step is about not letting your emotions get the better of you. Okay, I think there is going to be an offer on the table for you, actually, to be quite honest. If you've reached out and you didn't get the offer you wanted, then there's opportunity for you to go back and negotiate. Or if you've reached out and it was a definite no, then I think you reach out to somebody else because there'll be a definite yes. For many of you, this is about negotiation with the Awakening card, the Judgment card. It's about not being too attached and too fixed to, I mean, if you had your dream contract that you really, really wanted, it's not being too fixed about that. You know, give yourself the flexibility. Take the leap. Give yourself the flexibility to not be driven emotionally, but to discover, to have the strength and the courage and the confidence to ask for what you want. Everything in your reading is about having the confidence to do this. Everything is there. It's like, literally, if you, let's say you sent your script out there and someone comes back and they sort of say, well, you know, we kind of like it, but we feel it needs some work. And you're like, oh, you know, I don't want to adapt it. I wouldn't be too precious about that. I'd be open to negotiation. If someone comes back and there's definitely, I think, negotiation involved here. It is literally like you don't get the offer you wanted. Hence the debilitated, you know, Azurite says, you know, look upon everything as a learning curve. So, something you definitely don't get exactly what you want, but you're going to get an amazing outcome. And I think it's either got to be negotiated with what came back that wasn't exactly what you wanted, or it's got to be negotiated with somebody new. Something comes back, it's not exactly what you wanted, or it was a definite no, and you move on to the next one. That's what we're seeing. The success is to keep going. That's the steps that we're seeing here for you, pile 2. Absolutely keep going. Have the strength, have the courage, have the confidence to keep going. You will be celebrating. You will be so satisfied with the Nine of Cups. The Nine of Pentacles, rather. Nine of Materials. You are going to be so satisfied with the result. It's full of fertility. There is a gem to be found here. At the moment you're feeling, I think the challenge really is to do with you and your confidence. So we could say step 1, hold your confidence. But this is really laying something out here. If you get a refusal initially on something, whatever abundance would be, then you've either got to look elsewhere to get the desired result, or you negotiate and you go back and you ask again. For some of you, it could even be like an appeal, you know, against someone's judgment. Somebody's assessed something. If you got an assessment back from something and it wasn't favourable, then I'd be going back and renegotiating. There's definitely something here about going back and you will get a really, really, really fabulously fertile, abundant result. I mean, this is all about your next steps to abundance, and you are literally on that threshold. But I'm not convinced it will be exactly the contract or the thing that you wanted. So, you know, the terms and conditions may be slightly different, but there is definitely, you are going to get a really amazing result. But this is about having confidence and keeping on going. In exactly the ways that have just come through here. It's ever so specific. Pile 2, this is your reading. I am so grateful for you being here. Thank you so much for checking out my readings. do let me know. Whatever you are moving forwards, it's a winner. You know, it really, really is a winner. So, you know, you've absolutely got the thumbs up from the universe here. And the guidance is so specific in terms of how you move forwards. It's very much about holding your confidence and making sure you negotiate, you know, in a really good place. It's all about not being set back, basically, not being set back by something and having the courage and the confidence to keep on going. And knowing, I mean, you're going to get the right fit. You need to get the right fit because this is really important for you. So it's really important that you do get what is absolutely right for you, rather than something that would be, a bit like a publisher or like a, whatever it might be. It's getting the right one for you. It's really important. Pile 2. Tons of love. Thank you for being here so much. Thank you for subscribing. If you haven't subscribed, do please consider doing so. It really does help the channel. And if you do subscribe, press the little bell icon, and that way it should make sure that you get my readings in your stream as soon as I upload them. I'm sending you all the love in the world. Oh, and if you're interested in looking at the all zodiac sign readings, this is the Moon Magic Weekly channel, and I put my all zodiac signs on the Moon Magic Monthly channel, so do check those out as well. Tons and tons of love, Pile 2. Pile 3, welcome to your reading. Beautiful souls, when that elephant came out, I just heard elephants never forget. I'm not sure what that's about. You have the South Node as well, the past card. Let's see what we are shown. You have chryophrase, or chrysophrase is your first card here. Let's make sure that's going to be in view for you. Let's draw the rest of your oracle cards first, and then we will dive in and find out what your next steps to abundance are. I'm seeing these. Okay. And what else do we have? What are my pile 3's next steps to abundance? What are my pile 3's next steps to abundance? Okay. You have trust the universe. This came out in pile 1, I think it was. Anyway, let's dive straight in. So you have it. Trust the universe. It's okay not to be okay. The cycles of the moon and restore balance. Okay. Aha. South Node. Cycles of the moon. So we're talking about cycles and patterns. I'm wondering if you're being asked not to follow or not to repeat a pattern of the past. Almost like one of your steps is not to do the same again. You have the mirror. Yeah, I wonder if you're meant to see something. With these glasses, perhaps you're not seeing something as clearly as you need to. We have the kiss and we have the sword. I think that will work just there. Yeah. Let's sit with your cards, my beautiful pile 3. I think you need to see something through a real lens, or even with the kiss, it's like not looking at something through rose-coloured glasses, perhaps, but looking at it really. I'm going to read from this book, and then we will move on into your reading further. Let's look at what this card is about, because these are so specific, these cards. Okay, we are chrysophrase rather. Fertility, love, compassion, truth, uplifting. Chrysophrase helps to open the heart center and allows you to feel the presence of the divine, unconditional love. You are entering a fertile period that will enable you to creatively express your true nature in a loving and compassionate way. Through this, you will give birth to new ideas that reflect and align with your true essence. All you would love to create, manifest, and achieve is now possible. Wow. Provided you remain true to yourself. Listen to what your heart is saying. Be guided by your intuition. We have the moon. And you will create the success and fulfillment that you so rightly deserve. Many wondrous experiences are in store for you. Right. This is about trusting yourself, learning from the past. Not looking at something through rose-coloured glasses, making sure that you are genuinely true to yourself. I think that there are things coming to you. I think something is going to possibly, the next step in your pathway to abundance, it may even be with you already. I think something's going to come that will be quite sudden, like a sudden opportunity. And the question is, how do you react to that sudden opportunity? Do you see it as something that is happening too quickly, so you would be anxious about it and therefore not take it? And would that be a pattern of the past that you followed before? Or do you look at it and jump in without taking a balanced perspective? There's something about the emotionality here. Let's draw your tarot cards and get a bit more information. But your pathway to success is unfolding. And the key here is not, I think you have to approach it in a different way. It's like you need to respond, I think, to this in a different way. Okay, we have the Knight of Inspiration, which is the Knight of Wands. You have the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, I think this is a fast card, really fast energy. I think something is moving forwards for you fast. We've got the Strength card. Have the courage of your convictions. We have the Two of Pentacles. This is a real opportunity. Let's put this up here. We'll draw you some more as well in just a moment. Trust the universe. Now, if anything in your world is breaking apart with the sword, or has shattered or fragmented, or it hasn't worked, then it's actually not, it's happened with purpose. It was meant to be, because I think something else is coming. It's like a shift from the past. I am actually going to put that down here. We'll draw more. I want a whole row of cards up here for you. This needs to be here. Something is going to happen quite quickly now. If it hasn't yet happened, my beautiful pile 3, it's going to happen. And when it happens, it's going to be fast. So either something will... It could be that something breaks down. I think it's more likely to be that something really, really good comes in with the kiss. And it's almost as though you don't quite believe it. Because Chrysoprase is talking about a whole period of fertility coming to you. You've kind of got to believe it and not be knocked off balance by it. Let's get a bit more information. So certainly the next step is to not respond to something. It's like look in the mirror, recognise if you're repeating a pattern. That's what I'm seeing here initially. Maybe you haven't trusted the universe, or you haven't trusted your intuition before. You need to restore balance, get centred, and really trust in what is unfolding. I get the impression that trust is an issue for you, my lovely pile 3s, in whatever is coming in for you. But there is a step. The next step to abundance in many ways is overcoming the lack of trust, trusting your intuition. You know, hindsight is a wonderful thing. You know, when elephants never forget, that saying, not forgetting something, that the benefit of remembering the past isn't to dwell in the past, it's to kind of learn and grow from it. May we kindly ask for a little bit more information and guidance, please, about... I kind of want to know what it is that arrives here. You know, what is the kiss, this wonderful thing that's arriving, something fresh, new, bright, amazing. It could be, as I said, a new beginning arriving because of something breaking down. But you know, is it an offer that comes in that you have to be responding to? Let's ask, what is the sword and the kiss? What is it that's actually going to be happening here? Can we get some specific information, if at all possible, please, for my pile 3s? May we kindly ask for some specific information. May we kindly ask for some specific information, please? I'm going with all of those and that one. Okay. Two of Inspiration. So this is the Two of Wands. We've got a telescope here. So we're into the realm of vision here. Same as the Knight of Inspiration, the Knight of Wands. We've got a spark here, fireworks and a lightning bolt. I wonder if you get an idea. Maybe you have an idea about something. One of those moments of inspiration, literally, you know, when you get one of those aha moments. You've got the Knight of Pentacles, the Knight of Materials. The Four of Voices, which is the Four of Swords. Yeah, I think there is something that is like, it's an idea. I think you've got an idea. And I suspect with the South Node, for some of you it could be an idea that you had previously, but you shelved it for a while, and it could, for some reason, it comes back into your mind. Or an opportunity to follow it through comes back to you. I think the timing is right now to follow through with this idea. Yeah, this is the timing is now right with the cycles of the moon as well. And look at the Ten of Pentacles. This is a card of absolute abundance and success. You have the Seven of Cups. Look at these goldfish. And you have the Empress. So you've got these goldfish here. I'm really hearing that this, I get this now. We've got the Magician and the Hierophant. Okay, we'll talk about these in a moment. This is the kind of idea that would mean that you would be, the leap of this is a big idea. It's really, really got huge potential. So your pathway to abundance is something that you have actually, I think you've already thought about it. I mean, it could be an aha moment that comes to you soon if you can't think of anything that is relevant. But I think you've already had this idea, hence looking back. I think this is an idea that you've had. Elephants never forget. But it's not something you've necessarily acted on, or if you did start to initiate something, you put it on pause. I don't think you're seeing the true potential that is here. I don't think you see how big this can be. I think this can be really big. Really, really big, this idea you have. And I think the next step is to take it forwards and to trust in yourself. Absolutely trust and believe in this idea. So I think in a way, take off the lens, take off the glasses that say it won't succeed. Or I honestly, I think this is going to be bigger. Your reading is really unfolding. I think the planets are also aligning. If you put it down, the planets are now aligning for you to pick it back up again. Okay, you do need to pick this up again, something that you had stopped for a while, or just an idea that you wrote it down and left it. It's time to pick up. That's your next step. It is time to pick up that idea, that spark, that moment. The timing is now perfect. The planets are aligning, and it really is. This is going to be so much bigger than anything you ever thought it would be. Now the time is absolutely right to move it forwards with both the Magician and the Hierophant. The Magician is a card of alchemy. It's a card of manifestation. Chrysophrase, you are entering a new phase of fertility. And the Hierophant, this is a card that indicates sometimes tradition, but also commitment. And that's what I'm really seeing here. My beautiful pile 3. So your pathway to abundance is, the next step on your pathway to abundance is to pick something up. You've had an idea. For some reason, you either haven't got started with it, or you did get started with it and the timing didn't feel right. Whatever it was, it's now time to kind of pick it up and absolutely run with it. That's what we're seeing here. This is definitely, definitely the next step. When I say bigger, it's like seeing these little goldfish. It's like your idea is not destined to be not even a small, I was going to say a small fish in a small pond. You're not destined to be a small fish, a big fish in a small pond. You're destined to be a big fish in a big pond. You know, this is about taking an idea out into the world, not being held back, not being limited. This is definitely to move forwards. It really, really is. Absolutely, definitely to move forwards. And I love it. I absolutely love it. Your next step is to revive this idea, or indeed, if you've only recently had it, to pick it up and take the steps to move it forwards. But you are definitely meant to move this forwards. Absolutely, 100% definitely. Look ahead, have the vision, recognize how huge this can be. It really, really could be monumentally big, and you are meant to pick it up and run with it. Squeeze time to make it happen, even if you have to, I don't know, like just, get up an hour earlier or something every day just to make it happen. Get the ball rolling, basically. That's the next step, and it will escalate. It'll move forwards quite quickly, I think, if you do so. So, my beautiful, beautiful, amazing pile 3. I am thrilled for you. This really is a big green light to go for it. Beautiful souls, tons of love. If this is resonating with you and you would like to subscribe, I would be thrilled. It would really help the channel if you are able to subscribe, and don't forget to press the little bell icon as well, and that way you should get my readings into your stream as soon as I upload them. If you're interested in my all zodiac sign readings, they are on a different channel. This is the Moon Magic Weekly Tarot channel, and I also have a Moon Magic Monthly Tarot channel, which I set up just a few months ago. That's where the all zodiac sign readings are, so do check them out for every month. My beautiful pile 3s, I'm sending you all the love in the world. Thank you so, so much for being here. Tons of love.